welcome to another installment of the Robert and Crew Show with your hosts, Robert and Crew.
Yo, welcome back to the Robert and Crew Show. And always, I'm Robert.
And I'm Crew.
And tonight we're talking about the paranormal.
You are in for a treat tonight.
Tonight's going to be a fun one. We got
Oh, yeah.
we got some stories, some personal stories, along with some videos. We also got some videos that we're going to react to from TikTok. We also have information that's personal to Crew and information that's personal to me that we've both gone through in our own lives. So we're going to start. So, Crew, what is the definition of paranormal?
It could be a variety of things: the unseen, the unnatural, anything that's not normal to us.
Exactly. So, the paranormal could be ghosts, it could be sprites, it could be fairies, it could be fey creatures, it could be literally anything that you you as a normal person don't see on a day-to-day basis or come in contact with. Oh, I hear your little paranormal cat in the background there.
Yeah, he's being a talker right now. He wants attention.
So, I know through both of our lives, we've gone through some pretty crazy paranormal experiences. I know that I had one, my first experience ever actually was an animal. Speaking of cats, I had a cat when I was younger named Shane. It was a brown cat. It was a pretty rare breed of a cat. I don't remember right now the exact breed, but I know he was rare. And I got him because my mom and I went to Wayside Waves when I was little. And or no, we went to a mall. It was like the Blue Ridge Mall or something. They were having an adoption like thing for like pets. And I picked him up, and my mom got another cat because she wanted two cats because she wanted um, the cat to have a friend. So, hey Julie, how are you? So she got another cat, and Shane and this other cat named Jake came home with us. Well, to make it a shorter story, I fell in love with this cat and he was my best friend. Like, I absolutely loved him. We went through thick and thin together. I had a bond with this animal like nothing I've ever had before in my entire life. So much so that one time he was lost for a week and he actually ran up a tree, and I ended up hearing him in my backyard. He was up a tree that was directly across my fence, and I ended up jumping off the 15-foot balcony, rushing over, running up the fence, and then basically going up to the tree and climbing the tree and getting my cat after not seeing him for a week. Well, I loved that cat. That cat was amazing. I ended up finding out that he had some crazy sickness, and he just started to dwindle. He started to die. Both of the cats got it. There was a chance it may have been like cat leukemia, that like transfers to other cats if they're around each other.
Yeah.
But, both of the cats passed away like the next month, and it was the worst day of my life when it happened. I couldn't believe it. I was so upset. And then I remember that night when we took the cats to Wayside Waves or whatever to get cremated or done whatever with. I remember later on that night, I went home and I was sitting in my bed and I was just upset and I was crying and I heard meowing. Like I heard cat meowing, but we didn't have cats anymore. Both cats had passed away. and I look down, and this cat, this little brown cat, jumps up onto my bed and looks right at me, and then runs out of the room, and it's gone. And I realized later on down the road that it was my cat and it was a ghost. And it visited me multiple times, actually, like twice.
Hmm.
So my first experience ever with ghosts was my cat. What was your first experience ever with ghosts?
Okay, so I was 13 years old. We've all heard this story multiple times, but I'll say it anyways. For those who don't know, I was getting up one night because I had to go use the restroom, right?
Right.
So as I'm getting ready to, I turned facing the like the side of my wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my dresser's right on my left side, and my desk is on my right side.
Right.
And there's this open space in between. So as I'm looking and getting ready to step off my bed, I see an apparition of what looks like my grandmother's cat running through the wall, looking right at me, and then right to my dresser, and I saw a bright white light.
And that was when you were how old?
13.
You were 13 years old?
Mhm.
Yeah, I saw mine like around the same similar time, which is so weird because we were both 13. Like
Yeah.
I was probably either 13 or 14 when I saw my cat. And yeah, it's always weird. It's always weird when that happens, when you see an
A-
animal.
And here, get this. Okay, that cat has been in the family for a very long time, since I was a baby.
So
And
it grew up with you?
oh yeah, but the thing was, before my grandmother died, the only one Kimchi would allow to touch her was my grandmother, because that was
Right.
my grandmother's cat, and she had no tail. She was very beautiful, but
How'd she end up with no tail? Was that just her
I
breed, or did she have a problem in her tail?
I,
Like,
I don't know. I never asked. I just knew she was the type of cat that didn't have a tail.
I don't know. That was interesting. I just wanted to know.
Yeah, yeah. So right when my grandmother died, uh, it was around 2003 when my grandmother died. It was so I was around December, so I was still in like fifth grade,
Mm-hmm.
fifth or sixth grade, around there. I can't exactly remember. I think it was fifth. It was one of the two grades. I can't remember honestly. Um, we noticed the cat started getting nicer and allowing everybody to touch her.
Mm-hmm.
Then I guess they decided to put her down because she was very old,
Right.
and that was I didn't get to say goodbye. So to me, it was saying goodbye to me.
Right. It came and visited you.
Hmm.
Oh, that's cute. And Julie actually says she had an interesting experience. She was about 11 or 12 years old in a new apartment, and her mom's cat had passed away. She saw the shadow of the cat on the wall, and they didn't have any new pets at that time. It's always cats, man. Cats come back to say bye.
Okay. So I'm gonna point this out. Okay, that's not always true.
Right. I know there's dogs too. I've heard stories
Um.
that come back.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, so remember when I lived at the apartment out in North Kansas City?
Yeah.
So when me and my wife, before we separated, We just moved into this new place, the apartment, around 2019, and a few weeks go by, and then a family friend of hers uh brings over a cat.
Mm-hmm.
His name's Cadence. I got so close to this cat, and this cat got so close to me. And you know the cat hydra we have that has that really nice gray tint
Mm-hmm.
to it. Same tint to Cadence.
Right.
And then we got two other cats. The cats you knew that you remember of.
Yeah.
Um, the cat passed away in my arms. Never
Oh,
came and visited.
right. Well, it's because you were there. You were
Mhm.
there when it passed. It didn't feel the need to come back.
Yeah.
But in my in my personal research of like paranormal like pet stories, it's
Mm.
always cats. Like sometimes there's dogs. There's a couple dogs that like will come back and play, or they'll show up at like their owner's house and like the owner will see the dog outside in like the backyard, but then when he looks again the dog's gone. So I've heard all those stories, and I actually saw Ring doorbell footage of a dog that was supposedly playing with another dog outside, but one of the dogs was just an orb, and that was pretty cool. I don't have that video sadly, or I'd play it for y'all. Um,
Yeah, I couldn't find a video like that. So
yeah, the I've heard crazy things about pets, but then I also have experiences with what I believe to be human spirits.
so do I.
Um, I had an experience, my first human ghost ever. I was actually at a graveyard, funny or not. I mean, I didn't know it was a ghost either, which makes it even better. I was walking through the graveyard up at Blue Springs. I think it was Blue Springs graveyard, or maybe it was Mount Washington, or like maybe it was Mount Washington. I don't remember. It was
Oh,
one of
Matt Washington over in Independence.
Yeah, it was one of those because cause I always looked around. I went there a lot for my sister. My sister's buried there, but I
That place is
remember.
haunted.
Oh yeah, well here I'm about to tell you something crazy. But I was walking there and I ran into this guy who looked like a groundsman. Like he was an older fellow with like a hat and like what looked like a lawnscaping gear like
Hmm.
on, you know? Like he just looked like a normal guy, like out there doing landscaping for the cemetery. And he walked up to me and he like asked me how my day was going, and I was like, "Oh, actually really good, surprisingly. I'm here for a sad reason, but my day's going pretty good." And he was like, "Oh, that's nice." And then he like sat there and talked to me for a second and then walked the other way, and then I remember I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna tell that dude to have a good day or whatever." And I turned around to tell him good day. There's nobody there. It didn't even happen with like 2 seconds. There was nobody there. I'm convinced that a ghost came to me in that cemetery and asked me how my day was going. Like, true shit, that happened. And it was so weird. It was so weird. And there were no landscaping crews or cars or anything that like left while it was happening. Like he should have still been there. Right there when I turned around.
He probably used to work there a long time ago.
You know, I thought about that, but I also thought like it could have been a guy that died while he was landscaping and had his same clothes on that he died in.
Yeah.
But it was very weird. It was just a weird like happening to happen because he looked like he belonged there. So I didn't my brain didn't clock it as a ghost at first. And then you have that really weird thing where you get the urge to turn back around and say something else and they're just gone. There's nobody there. Makes you feel a little crazy. That was my first experience with a human ghost.
My first experience is a little hectic. Okay. So I was living at the old house. Still, I was really young. I was 20 something at the time.
Yeah.
And this was before my grandparents sold the house in Blue Springs. And I was going down to the basement. And I knew there was ghosts there.
Yeah.
I knew the house was haunted. But I never really, experienced seen the ghosts. I just
Right.
heard noises and see things move around occasionally. So I go down to the basement, doing laundry, and you've always told me you had a bad feeling, like you were being
Mhm.
watched.
I didn't like that basement.
Yeah. So I hear a voice, clear as day. It wasn't no mimic. It wasn't no. It was no a voice I recognized. So I asked who's there, because I'm the only one at the house. My grandparents are out of town.
As you should. You should ask who's there.
Yeah, because I had the day off. I literally am exhausted as fuck because of the fact that I had a traumatizing experience that night prior. Because I hit my head real hard, and you seen the really bad bruise on my forehead that night.
Yeah.
Because I showed everybody it, and I'm literally going to investigate where it's coming from, because it's coming down in the basement. So I went to go to the door, thinking it was a friend of mine or something. Because
Right.
they know occasionally I'll be either in the backyard chilling, or in the basement uh doing laundry or whatever, because they know I do my laundry around that time. And no one was at the door. So I was like, that's weird. So I went to go look outside to see if anybody was standing outside waiting for me. No one's there. So I go back to the laundry, and I see a tall figure, apparition,
Right.
trench coat, fedora hat,
The Hat Man.
the hat man with the creepy grin on its face, and it nods and then walks slowly, turning around in the room.
So
Not,
you believe you've actually seen the Hat Man?
yeah.
I've heard of a lot of people that have had run-ins with the Hat Man. He tends to pop up in people's houses or rooms or dreams or all different kinds of places. And he's only there for a couple of seconds, but he's considered a bad omen.
Well, it doesn't surprise me with how much evil has been around that house. We have a pet cemetery in the backyard
Hmm.
with a few dogs and cats buried in the backyard. Um, the owners who bought the place don't live there anymore. Someone else owns the house now. Uh, let's see. Uh, my great grandfather died in the toilet, and there's been times where the toilet would flush by itself.
Oh,
But my grandparents and my mom swear up and down that that was a mechanical issue and it stopped. Let's see. I've seen my grandmother's spirit a couple of times
right.
in my grandparents' room where she passed away, and clearly opening the door, walking right out the door, sit right next to me, ask me how I'm doing, and then vanish right in front of me. I blink, she's not there.
Chris says there's a total lunar eclipse tonight.
Yep, there is.
When is it?
It's supposed to be between the
What time
13th
is
and the
the total
14th.
lunar eclipse? No, but what time though? What
I
time are
don't
we gonna
know.
see
It didn't specifically say, but we can
Okay,
actually
well,
see it.
Chris, what time are we gonna see it?
And also, um, I don't know if this is and then we already know about the ghost spirit girl that I saw at the old abandoned Christian school out in Independence that's no longer around because it completely got torn down.
Chris says it's viewable at 12:30 and 1. Between 12:30 and 1.
Okay.
Well, that's like right now. We're not doing it.
Yeah, we're not looking, especially with the episode we're doing tonight.
Nah.
But
We,
yeah,
we,
so I've had
we might take a 5-minute break.
yeah, but
Quick 5-minute break to go look at it.
if we could see it.
Yeah. Julie said she had an experience also where there was an upper deck and a lower deck, and she was by herself, and she heard what sounded like an evil laugh, and she was by herself. Creepy. That's creepy, Julie. Ah.
And you know what's even weirder?
I'm getting scared of those spooky
Okay,
stories too, Chris. Chris,
so
that sucks, bro. That's what tonight's all about. These
I'm gonna
paranormal
say
stories.
this real. I'm gonna say this real quick. Okay, so not a lot of people know this, but remember when Blue Springs, Robert, when it was nothing but open fields?
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
basically.
not a lot of people know this, but my great grandfather owned those lands back in the day. And
And you prove that.
my mom told me.
Okay.
But he ended up selling the lands a long time ago, I guess. But he bought the house,
Yeah.
the Blue Springs house, and the banker who was working on the house,
Yeah.
people swear up and down he's buried in the foundation. In that one room, that storage room. You remember the storage room right next to the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
That was right across from
Dude,
the flower room.
that's crazy. Is that legitimate? Like, just
No, nobody could prove it. It's all alleged, right? It's alleged, but people swear up and down because after they, before they bought the house, he was nowhere to be seen.
right.
Nobody could find him. Nobody could get a hold of him. It was like he vanished off the face of the earth. So, my entire family and our cousins who lived right next door swear up and down that he either died
Jesus.
and got buried in the foundation or he owed a lot of people money
So
and
what
got murdered.
great grandpappy went crazy and buried somebody in the foundation?
No, we're not saying that. Like, no, that never happened. We would have known.
Okay, well then how did the banker get stuck in the foundation?
We don't know.
Okay.
We don't know. But we swear up and down that's probably what happened to the banker.
Chris says he likes this episode. Well, thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
No, that's creepy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So the banker I have gotten a couple of times to speak to me.
For real?
Mm-hmm. So when I was living there over the summer, still, before they sold the house. I was doing, some paranormal investigation in the basement,
Right.
trying to get some activity because, there's been so much activity at the house for so many years. And I asked a question. I said, is there a banker here?
Did you get a yes?
Please speak into the recording. I got words, help
Yeah.
me.
Did you save that recording?
Dude, that recording's on an old phone that I no longer have.
Right.
And I literally showed it to every one of my friends. I tried to show it to my mom, my grandfather. They're like,
Nobody believed it.
my
They're like,
friends did.
your parents were like, that's not what it says.
So,
They're
okay,
like, that doesn't say anything, man.
and get this. Okay, so I would go in the flower room, right when it used to be a flower room,
Mm-hmm.
and do some investigating in there. I would put my hand in this one corner of the room, and there was some cold spots there. I
Right.
would walk a little past it. I was like, okay, so it's warm right here, but it's cold right there in the corner.
Right.
So I put my phone right down there and would leave it for a good hour. Go upstairs, watch some TV, eat food, go outside, smoke a cigarette, come back, grab my phone while it was still on the charger in the basement. Come grab my phone. Phone's completely dead on the charger.
Oh man.
I pick up my phone, take it upstairs, turn it on. It charged itself while it was dead, completely off. So I was like, okay. So I went to go to the recorder, see if it got anything. About 2 minutes worth.
2 minutes with.
I got ruffling, static, no words. Just
Right.
ruffling and static. That's it. Um, when I was younger,
I got a ring pop, guys. Look, I got a ring pop. Sorry, I had to show
when
my
I
mom.
was younger, the old house, my foster sister, not the one I live with now, but my older one and my cousin, decided to think it would be cool to do a seance in the backyard and summon a demon.
Did it work?
Mhm.
Oh my god. Hey, Julie says her aunt's boyfriend passed away several years ago now. After the funeral, a ghost was in the photo and she saw it. She saw the ghost that was in the photo.
Um,
I know you're jealous, Chris. Go get your own ring pop.
okay. Um, Another thing that I was okay. So me and my cousin, around a few years later after that, it was just us at the house. We're in the living room upstairs. I grab a piece of paper, draw a pentagram, put a candle, light the candle, put my grandmother's picture right on the piece of paper, wrote her name, and my cousin and I did this kind of like summoning seance to
Mm-hmm.
bring my grandmother. The air vent on right behind me on my left side
Yeah.
on the wall rattled.
Oh, like the metal shook.
Mhm.
That's crazy. That's creepy. Did the air was the air on?
No.
No. No, thank you.
I let go of my cousin's hand and I freaked the fuck out, started crying, and I swear up and down I felt my grandmother's presence.
Yeah, Chris, I am pretty scared, bro.
But that's some experiences I've had. I have so much more. We're gonna show you guys some clips of some experiences we've had.
Oh yeah,
Not like last year,
we
or 2 years ago.
we famously went with a group of explorers and us went to a lady's house, and we tried to help her, and we tried to exorcise her house of a demon and of another ghost. There were two ghosts there. One of them was good and one of them was bad. I what was there was Mary. What was the ghost's name?
I think her name was Catherine.
Catherine? Yeah,
I
Catherine
think.
was the ghost. No, you're right. That was her name. Catherine was the ghost's name. That was the good ghost. And then there was a demon, which it wouldn't give us its name.
We called it Niles because it
Yeah.
would answer to Niles, and we did get Catherine to speak to us,
Oh yeah, multiple times.
saying to not leave. Niles wanted us to leave. The machine that Robert had literally would go off to the point it
Oh, yeah.
broke.
Yep. The REM pod.
And I'm standing there recording the entire thing, and I'm like, whoa, this is the greatest activity I've gotten yet in one of our investigations.
It was insane. And we've got that video footage for you guys at the end of the video. So we've got some of that footage at the end of the normal videos tonight. So we're going to kick it off with our first video tonight. How's everybody doing tonight, by the way? So everybody in our
Yeah,
comments,
how is everybody doing?
how was everybody doing?
This podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only. No view in this podcast should be taken literal unless one of us says it is our personal opinion. But even so, it is only that, an opinion.
One of the best-known haunted houses is the infamous Conjuring House in Harrisville, Rhode Island. What really went on inside this portal, disguised as a farmhouse for the family that lived there, was harrowing.
What the f? That just said. Oh, dude!
A reportedly haunted Rhode Island home, The Conjuring.
I saw him completely solid, saw him evaporate into thin air. That was our initiation from becoming a normal family to a paranormal family.
Run.
From who?
It won't leave? Here? No! Wait! What? Said Ed.
The scariest to them about living in the house was never knowing what was coming next.
Oh! That just said my name, dude.
The number 3. The number 6.
3 6s!
I want to go there so badly.
Yeah, the Conjuring House, epic place to freaking investigate for sure, all the way. But I do have to say, at the very end there, when he goes the number 6, and then he goes the number 3, yeah, that could be 63 or 36 too. It doesn't have to be 666. I'm sorry, but that was a reach.
Yeah.
But no, the Conjuring House is absolutely amazing. I totally have to go before I die. I have to.
Me too.
Oh, we've got a. Yeah, Chris
It
is
don't
getting-
matter. Those spam comments don't matter.
I hate that. Chris is getting scared, by the way. We gotta
Oh,
scare
you'll
Chris.
survive, Chris. You'll survive.
Staircases to nowhere. Beautiful stained glass, zigzag staircases, Sarah Winchester's bedroom, unfinished floors. Doors to nowhere, secret passages in the seance room. A conservatory, Victorian hair art, marble sinks, 13 of everything. It's such a beautiful mansion, but is it haunted? Another door to nowhere, and another. Is that a ghost? Just a tour guide, but this man's ghost is apparently seen on the property. Beautiful details throughout the home, and so many fireplaces, an elevator. Construction materials from the unfinished mansion that are stored in this building. Will the mansion ever be finished the way Sarah Winchester envisioned it would?
She built that house with as many staircases and hallways and zigzag rooms and everything as possible to avoid the ghosts that the rifles that her husband made killed. True story. Sarah Winchester was crazy. She saw ghosts all the time. She was afraid of them, so she built a house where the ghosts would get lost. The house was so big that even the ghosts would get lost. There were doors that literally went nowhere. There were doors that dropped right on the outside of the house. There were doors that were fake and in the wall. Like there were staircases that only went halfway up. Like literally, this woman made a maze of a house because she was so afraid of the spirits being able to find her, and she thought that if she made the house big enough, that the maze would distract the ghosts and the ghosts would get lost. How crazy is that?
Right.
Sarah Winchester, all because Winchester rifles killed a shitload of people. Wait, too big for me to understand. I'm already lost. They went too fast. Well, I'm sorry, brother. It's about Sarah Winchester. Okay? Sarah Winchester. Her husband was the owner of Winchester Rifles. Okay? Winchester's a big rifle brand. Back in was it World War II or was it before World War II?
I don't remember.
I don't remember when it was either. It was whenever Winchester first came out, okay? Winchester shipped out a lot of rifles, and the rifles went to the military, and the military killed a lot of people with those rifles. Well, Sarah Winchester said frequently she was visited by the ghosts of the people that her husband's rifles killed. She was so afraid of the ghosts and so scared of these ghosts that poor little old Sarah built a mansion with all of her husband's money from all the rifles that she sold. And they basically built a never-ending house with staircases that went nowhere, doors that were fake, doors that dropped off the side of like third story part of the house. Sarah Winchester's house was literally like I want to say it was like two mega mansions in one, but it had zigzag winding hallways and random stuff everywhere. Okay, Winchester rifles came out in 1986. That's what Julie said. Okay, good. I'm glad I could explain that for you, Chris. But Winchester rifles, man, it made Sarah Winchester go insane.
Yep.
For those of you who live in California, you might know this house. This is a picture of Sarah Winchester, and after her infant daughter died and her husband died of tuberculosis, she decided to move out west and start a new life. She bought this 8-bedroom farmhouse in San Jose, California, and then she turned it into this. Why, you ask? Well, her late husband owned this gun company, and she went to a psychic, and the psychic told her that the people that bought these guns from them, the people that they killed, were going to come and haunt her. So she turned this into this with all of the money she had, which nowadays would be about $76 million, to confuse the ghosts that were haunting her. She had carpenters and construction workers working around the clock nonstop to build staircases that led to nowhere. Very confusing architecture. Again, with the stairs. Windows on the floors. Along with doors that led to nowhere, 6 kitchens, 13 bathrooms, 10,000 windows, and 47 stairways and fireplaces. All to confuse the ghosts that live there. And you can go visit it.
I would love to go visit the Winchester house.
Me too.
I actually heard that Sarah Winchester was visited by ghosts, and that she used to do seances inside the Winchester house to try to figure out what ghosts were there.
Right.
But maybe I misheard that. It's always possible. It's always possible. I'm adding my own little bit of spice to Sarah Winchester's life. Chris said, okay, he's going to rent a room. I don't know how much that costs, Chris.
That's not normal. I guess it wants to be. Whoa. Okay. I guess it wants to be up there now. Oh. There goes the table. And the plant. The building manager did warn me that there would be electromagnetic disturbances in this apartment due to construction upstairs, but what are they constructing? A particle accelerator? Look at this. Oh, now the couch is starting to levitate a bit. And the piano. That piano's 200 pounds. I don't even know how this is possible, but there's got to be some explanation for this. I mean, it's not Harry Potter. There's no magic doing this. Honestly, it's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. I've never seen this happen before. Let's check the bathroom. There's not much going on in there. Now, let me just go talk to the landlord real quick. I have some complaints.
That's not real.
I know.
Not real, but it's
that's
awesome.
funny.
I love it.
Right.
It's not real, but it's awesome. Absolutely
Yeah.
awesome. I would absolutely love that to happen in real life to me. I'd probably shit my pants and then run away.
Right.
This location has a full human skeleton on the property. Tonight's ghost hunting live stream brings us to Belvoir Winery in Liberty, Missouri. If you see me live, make sure you tap in right now. People have reported a variety of things here, from shadow figures to unexplained noises, people being touched, scratched. It has a variety of different hauntings that have taken place here. Now tonight we're going to be investigating to see if we can capture any of that on camera. And to give you a bit of the quick history, the Oddfellows organization is a very secretive fraternity originating from England, but this particular building was built in the 1800s. Many people have visited the Belvoir Winery in today's times for weddings and other events, but they've left with a very chilling account of something happening to them here. So tonight we're going to see, is this place truly haunted? Hopefully we can find out.
That place is very haunted.
That's the winery that you wanted me to go to with you.
Yep, and I've been inside of it, and I've gotten many strange feelings every single time I've gone inside of it.
That's crazy.
If you'll really throw something.
It's been on Ghost Adventures, and I met the main guy who was on Ghost Adventures, and he's pretty cool.
That's awesome. Chris says he's been there. I would love to go. I would love to go.
If you'll really throw something, please throw that ball down the stairs. No! You are kidding me! That is proof!
One little girl isn't playing nice. The Sally house in Atchison.
Sally's spirit is still here.
The most compelling haunting case our investigative team has ever encountered.
What the f***? You're f***ing
my god, dude. No, dude, loudest.
Sally House, considered the most haunted house in America.
Little daughter. What the This is the most real we've ever dealt with, man. No way!
Scratch marks across his back, and it really looked like an attack.
I actually drove all the way to Atchison, Kansas, just to sit outside of this house. I did that. I drove all the way to Atchison, Kansas with a buddy of mine, and we sat outside of the house and took pictures of the house. I have pictures somewhere of the house where there's what appears to be a apparition. You can't tell what it really is. It just looks like a shadow peering outside of the window, looking down at us as we're taking pictures. I would love to spend the night in the Sally house.
Well, we've been talking about doing it this summer, so
it would be pretty awesome.
Right?
Would you guys stay overnight in the Sally house?
Was not the real Annabelle doll. Some of you still believed it was, so I just want to come on here and say officially that this is not the real Annabelle doll. It's a replica that was given to the house as a gift. As for Cody, a lot of you were worrying about Cody and how he's doing. We just wanted to let you know that Cody's doing great. He's absolutely healthy.
Love it.
Right.
Absolutely love it.
Paranormal research in the Sally house, Atchison, Kansas.
Down here in this basement with us. Turn on the light.
Are there any demons previously summoned with us here today? Jesus. Okay.
Turn on the light if you are called Sally by the people that come to this house.
Turn on the light if you are another demon who goes by another name. Turn on the light if you were summoned here by that pentagram.
Holy fuck. Where's the building? What is this name?
Love it. That's crazy.
Right.
That's absolutely crazy. I love that. That's good hard evidence that stuff is actually happening.
I don't want to alarm you or anything, but there's a shadow in the window looking at me.
I'm getting the fuck out of here, dude. Okay, well, like you said, let's do this fast.
I'm just gonna read the prayer as fast as possible, and then let's get out of here.
Okay, let me get it out, but I'm gonna start in 15 seconds. Okay, count down.
Okay, sounds good. Counting now.
Sam and Colby, I love them.
Right.
They're the OGs of the paranormal.
Oh yeah.
Sam, Colby, Josh, the other people, the other paranormal groups that they used to hang out with. I used to watch all of them on YouTube. They're the OGs.
Dude, are you fucking kidding? Oh my god, dude. How do you explain that?
Every time something happens, dude, as soon as that goes off.
22 Maple Street, House of the Dead.
Oh my god, what the
Built on top of hundreds of former and current graves, this home is full of restless spirits and allegedly demons. Way back in the day, this land was a segregated cemetery, meaning it was for non-whites. When they decided to move the graves to a larger cemetery for everyone, Many were left here due to laziness, bad decomposition, and other reasons, leaving an obvious cause of some type of haunting. I wasn't so sure about this place.
That's Atchison, Kansas.
Where at?
Atchison, Kansas.
No, but where in Atchison?
He said
What's that
the
place?
street. Something Maple Street.
Dude, are you fucking kidding?
Something about Maple Street. Okay. I'll figure that one out.
The best evidence I caught at the Sally's house.
So I put the ball there just in case it goes down the stairs. And what was that? What was that? Oh. No freaking way. Sally, can you push that ball again? Can you push that ball down the stairs? There's no way. There's no way. There's no air vents, right? Okay, we're gonna come down to the bottom. It's moving. Holy shit! We wanna play some ball, Sally? Play some ball, Sally. Play some ball, Sally. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I definitely really want to go.
The Sally house would be awesome to just chill out in.
Right.
Have some fun.
Sam and Colby caught a ghost on camera at the Conjuring house.
Every time.
Wait, this is just us this time. This is the first time we're alone in the basement.
Yeah, this is gonna be scary.
What the actual fuck's going on?
It's not working at all.
I'm gonna put this. Look. It's not us.
We film with this camera all the time for everything.
Look. It's not us.
We film with this camera all the time for everything.
Look. It's not us.
Every time.
Wait, this is just us this time. This is the first time we're alone in the basement.
Yeah, this is gonna be scary.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Right.
I didn't know that. I've never seen that before.
Me either.
And I saw that episode. I'll have to go back and watch that episode just to see if I can see it in there.
Was this the spirit of a guard handcuffing him?
Try to resist for a second.
Oh, whoa!
Hers just freaked out.
As soon as he did that, dude.
It's trying to pull him back.
I can feel it, like right here. Dude.
Right here, I can feel it. A pressure, the pressure point being.
Okay, put your hands back the way you're supposed to.
Wait here. What are we waiting for?
Look.
And now it stopped.
And now it stopped.
Okay, dude, stop freaking out.
Alright, now try to resist again.
Oh my god, shut up!
There goes the pressure point again.
Yeah, we see it on both the things we're doing.
Yo, I'm still here.
Alright.
Sorry about that, guys. I know that I'm just a talking pharaoh right now. Boom, I'm back.
Was this the spirit of a guard handcuffing him?
Is there a heaven? And it knocks 3 times, meaning no. And at that point, our 2 religious friends that were there like immediately jumped up and said, "We have to leave right now."
We had no idea
We're
why.
like, why? What's going on? Like, I'll tell you in the car. Like, dude, like, just don't look back. Let's go. Let's leave. And so we walked out. We left. We got all the way to the car without anyone saying anything. And as soon as we got in the car, we're like, "What's going on? Like, why do we have to leave?" He's like, "Well, in the Christian religion, anything like demonic or evil is supposed to, like, basically disprove that there is a heaven in order, you know." And so what they were saying is, like, we don't think this is some like spirit or something paranormal there. We think it was something that was trying to lead you away from heaven or Christianity.
Demonic territory type thing.
Oh yeah, it's always possible.
Oh yeah.
That'd be so creepy though to get into a situation like that.
Right.
Wouldn't know what to do. And then like your friends are telling you they have to go because a demon will purposefully tell you there is no God or that there is no heaven.
Right.
So insane. I mean, it makes sense though. It does make sense. A demon would want you to believe that there was no such thing as heaven because then it gains more power over you, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Missouri Women's Penitentiary built in 1926. All 500 plus prisoners were evacuated during the flood of 1993. It has been unoccupied ever since. The flood caused over $15 billion in damages. This prison was only one of its victims.
So that was the woman's pen?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. You know, I've been to the Missouri State Pen. The original.
Right.
Originally built in stages between 1900 and 1935 on a 240-acre hillside just outside Liberty, Missouri, the Oddfellows home opened its doors in 1900. The original complex operated much like a company farm, and those who were staying at the home and were able to work were expected to contribute to the societal good. As time progressed, a hospital, orphanage, school, nursing home, and cemetery were added to the growing complex. The site was recognized as a National Historic Landmark in 1987 as the Oddfellows Home Historic District. During World War II, the home served as a residence for German prisoners of war. After VE Day, May 1945, the POWs were released and the facility was converted into a nursing home. By the late 1970s, the school, orphanage, and hospital had closed. The only portion that remained operational was the nursing home. The Oddfellows Grand Lodge of Missouri continued to operate the home until 1993. Dr. John Lewis Bean and his wife Marcia purchased the home from the Oddfellows in 1993 and over an 8-year period developed what has become a destination for regional wine enthusiasts as well as paranormal investigations. Guests can stay at the inn at Belvoir Winery, which offers 8 standard-sized suites and an event space. To learn more, visit northeastnews.net.
little history on the place.
You didn't tell me you could stay at the Bellevue Winery.
Yeah. You just gotta do a early sign up for the ghost hunting part before they sell out. And wait months on end for the actual ghost investigation because they only do it once a year. Or
That's
yeah,
the same thing I had to do when I went to the Missouri State Pen. Which the Missouri State Penitentiary was amazing.
Right.
Yes, true or no? Are you a man? Are you a boy? You want the people in this house to move? One knock for yes, two for no. Yes. Okay. Who is it that you don't like the most here? Is it? Is it? Is it their father? Is it their mother? Oh my God. Or some sign. Is that you moving something? Give me some sign that you're here. In the name of Jesus Christ, I command you to reveal your identity. A little girl is trying to do her homework, but you can see as the chair keeps sliding backwards. You're holding it down, aren't you? It's got that much strength to it. Now, if you watch, you can see the little girl's legs are up on the rungs of the chair. She's not pushing herself up from the floor. The mother is not tipping that chair backwards. Nobody is touching that table. The table moves of its own volition.
Creepy.
Yeah, that's crazy footage.
Yeah.
That's crazy footage. The Conjuring House is famous though for this though. Completely and totally famous for paranormal.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're somebody or anybody and you're into paranormal stuff, you know about the Conjuring House.
Oh yeah.
It's probably one of the must go to places for paranormal exploration.
Mm-hmm.
Right here is a conjuring mirror. Everything and anything in here we have investigated. Don't ever touch anything. And if you do, let me know. This is the worst thing in here. It's that doll. I'm not gonna stare at it though. So you can take the picture, but I'm not gonna stare at it because that has done bad harm on a lot of people. You have to conjure the spirits in order to get them. You know, you're not going to get them by just walking around here.
And that's the one that's sort of depicted a little bit in this movie, correct?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That's the Annabelle doll. Yes.
Father, of the Son, of the Holy Spirit, amen.
What has been done is circular embolism, which is prayers, are said all the time, you know, to pray.
And you have a priest to bless.
Yes, yes, definitely. Definitely. Yes. Oh my God, yes. I can't do that.
See, a lot of people said that Ed and Lorraine Warren were fraudulent, like they were frauds, but you can even tell in that video that even if they were fraudulent, they definitely had things that were haunted. And she wanted nothing to do with them, so much so they paid a priest to come bless them all the time.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty freaking interesting.
Right.
These are images of the real house that inspired The Conjuring.
Same book again. Last night at 12:59.
That's so weird.
Clear as day, EVP saying, "It hurts, help us."
Right.
And over these last few years, I can't stop thinking about this location. There's unfinished business. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are returning to the Winchester Mystery House. Sarah Winchester designed this house with sacred geometry. And all these different angles are meant to connect with the astral plane of the spirits and victims that died from her family's rifles. There's more than secret passageways here. There's secret spiritual portals here. You can feel them. All right, Aaron. You all right?
It's just weird being in here.
This is a mysterious place. It's a very strange place. And it's a place where we decided to conduct one of the most insane experiments that we've ever come up with before.
Tonight, we're having some friends set up shop at the Washoe Club. We're going to be communicating with our friend Chris, who's going to be at Bobby Mackey's Music World. We're all going to be able to see each other at the same time through a satellite system. They are going to tell the spirits there to travel to the mystery house here.
And we thought it'd be a good idea to create this man-made portal. We had some things come through and enter the Winchester Mystery House. And I know the effects of what that experiment had on you after it finished.
For a while, it was bad.
You know what happened to me. I felt an energy around me. And the energy triggered the millimeter. And I realized the next morning when I woke up that my grandmother died at that same exact minute. Let's go back and visit these locations where everything happened. Hold on. Hello? There's footsteps all around us. Hold on. Oh my God. Get down here. Put your camera. Stay right here. Come here. Watch right there. What was that? Something moved by the window. Did you see somebody walk? Yeah, right past the window. Aaron! What? Shh. Hold on. Stay. Billy.
Yeah.
Come here, quick.
Zach, this is the window.
This is it. It was right here. Did we just see you walk by this window? Feel this.
Do you believe that Zach Baggins is real? Like he actually sees things, or do you think he is a big fat phony?
Well, I mean, okay, so he has his own like little tourist
Haunted
spot.
museum.
Yeah, haunted museum, which is legit, which Sam McCovey proved. So I'd say some of his stuff is legit, some of his stuff is fake. But
yeah, I feel like quite a bit of his stuff is phony. But I don't know, you know? Zach Baggins is he's just a very like out there individual.
Yep.
When I found out I was going to MSP, my mom suggested that I bring a letter that my grandfather wrote when he was in prison in Leavenworth, Kansas. We hoped this would help trigger the spirits to come and interact with us.
I need to tell you guys something, actually. Would you guys believe me if I told you that my grandfather, my mom's dad, he was a criminal? Yeah? You believe me? Well, he was. He went to prison in Leavenworth, actually.
Y'all, I've been warm in here this entire time. I just got full goosebumps, like all the way, like started at my legs and came all the way up.
So, yeah, my grandfather was a criminal. He was a bank robber. Were any of you guys bank robbers? Yes, okay. He robbed 27 banks.
Are you kidding me? Did it die? It died. What the fuck? There's a car alarm going off. We're good, guys. We have lights. There's a car alarm going off. I have no idea. What's going on? Right now, I'm in prison. They locked me up.
I brought his picture with me. This is my granddad. His name is Charles Parrott.
This is a picture of him when he was in Leavenworth, Kansas, right? Yeah. I also brought a letter that he wrote while he was in prison.
Dear Helen, with nothing much to do, I study my case, and I seal the judgment over. I seal the judgment. Here is something for you and Bill and curse. There is something for you and Bill and me to think about. On, what does that say? I think it says, what? Is Mom in here right now? Mom, are you in here? This is my birthday. Oh, someone's coming in, guys.
We've been watching you.
Oh, you were?
Yeah. I even joined you.
Huh?
Well, mine is MCP Investigations, the one that you were ignoring.
I was ignoring everybody.
Always.
I've been to the Missouri State Pen, and it is one of the most active places I have ever investigated besides the house that we investigated together.
Right.
Absolutely insane.
I'm Lorraine Warren, and this is my home. We've lived here, I guess about 40 years now. This is where everything started. Everything started about our work.
Something awful happened here, Ed.
What is it?
Whatever Lorraine sees, feels, touches, it takes a toll on her. A little piece each time.
It's been quite a career, and I'm still involved. I'm still involved with hauntings, in helping people get through. It's a very delicate thing with certain people because they're very terrified and very frightened. But there's a lot of people that don't believe.
You have a lot of spirits in here. But there's the one that I'm most worried about because it is so hateful.
Okay, so let's go in. I'll show you the house. There's a lot of pictures of us in the house. Here's one of the pictures of Ed and I.
You guys were inseparable.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were. We didn't do anything without one another. Probably one of the most haunted places in the world because of the things that are in here. Everything in here has been taken from some place where people are either killed or maimed or so many ways. So it's tragic for me, you know, to even go in. People are very, very interested in the museum. And there's some people that are afraid to even go in. Right here is a conjuring mirror. Everything and anything in here we have investigated. Don't ever touch anything. And if you do, let me know. This is the worst thing in here. It's that doll. I'm not gonna stare at it though. So you can take the picture, but I'm not gonna stare at it because that has done bad harm on a lot of people. You have to conjure the spirits in order to get them. You know, you're not going to get them by just walking around here.
And that's the one that's sort of depicted a little bit in this movie, correct?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That's the Annabelle doll. Yes.
Father, and of the Son, of the Holy Spirit, amen.
What has been done is circular embolism, which is prayers, are said all the time, you know, to pray.
And you have a priest to bless.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Yes, oh my God, yes. I can't do that.
Still
Yeah, no, they had a museum filled with occult objects that supposedly haunted other people when those people died, and they had to be around that 24/7. I understand why Lorraine didn't want to go in there. And I also understand why some people felt too sick or too scared to go in. Every single thing in that museum has been touched by something negative, probably.
Right.
How insane is that? Man, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The old Arnold Estate, aka a conjuring house, was built in 1680, finished in 1736. This house has seen almost 400 years of American history and has ultimately become one of the most famously haunted locations in America.
The hauntings of the Conjuring House could have started way back during the King Philip's War, which was the bloodiest war per capita on American soil. Also, this property had 8 generations of families who lived and died on this land. And finally, if you've seen the Conjuring movie, you might have heard of the Parents, a family who lived here for almost a decade, experiencing the worst paranormal manifestations.
The most notable event here occurred on October 30th, 1974, where Ed and Lorraine Warren, the world's most famous demonologists, conducted the most notorious seance of all time. And this seance actually occurred right here in this room. This is where Carolyn Perrin levitated and was thrown 20 feet by a negative entity.
Since then, this house has become open for paranormal investigations, quickly becoming the most famous spot to investigate because of how active it is. There's been reports of poltergeist activity, haze and mist randomly appearing, and shadow figures.
We're told doors open and close, lights flicker, and negative emotions are amplified here.
Our goal this week is to truly understand who is haunting this location.
And specifically, what the fuck was that? And specifically, what do they want with us?
So I'm Jacqueline Nunez. I'm the owner of the Conjuring House. You know, I didn't have any paranormal experience when I bought the house, but I do have a deep dive for years into the spiritual aspect of things. So I'm a big believer that we are spiritual beings having a human experience, that our consciousness survives death. The Conjuring House provides us an opportunity to connect with the consciousness of people that have passed on and that we can engage with and have conversations with them. So that's really what interested me. It's not just knocks, it's actually having conversations with spirits and learning things from them. We fully believe that the energy that you bring to here will be amplified and given back to you. So if you come here and you are fearful or think that they're all evil, then they might respond that way.
Is the Conjuring house on a ley line?
I don't know.
If the Conjuring house is on a ley line, it's probably one giant portal.
Right.
Pretty interesting. I still wouldn't want to be caught dead inside of that house by myself alone.
Right.
I'd shit.
Every time it goes to blue, that means something is literally grabbing.
Guys, this is the start of our research at this house that we went to. I stopped it real quick because I want to give you a little bit of a explanation. We told you guys in the very beginning of this that there were some videos that are our personal videos that are literally a time of when we tried to exorcise a house for a woman. Well, we have hit these videos, and these are the last videos of the podcast, by the way. But these videos are 100% real. Nothing has been screwed with. We haven't messed with anything. We went into this lady's house trying to help her, genuinely help her. And I will tell you that I was scared crapless at times, but I knew that I needed to help her as much as I could. And I knew that there were two spirits for sure in this house. So without further ado, here's the first video.
All right. Now we're in the hospital.
What was that?
Every time it goes to blue, that means something is literally grabbing me. I'm not going to turn it off. You're giving me more activity to use. Quit trying to make my camera go blur. Whoa.
So I'm going to explain when I went, whoa. Niles, which it referred itself to, was cussing at me.
What did it say to you?
I don't remember exactly, but I knew it was cursing at me because I told it to stop making my camera go blur.
Uh-huh.
And it did not like me talking back to it.
Put it up. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
That one, it said to us, put it up. I don't know what it was telling us to put up. Like, maybe it was telling us to put the sage up.
Yeah.
It wasn't very happy with us.
Leave, Niles. I'm going to pause this. Leave, Niles. No, leave it going. Leave, Niles.
Christ never sinned, but God treated him as a sinner so that Christ could make us acceptable to God.
I don't know how to video. Is that what you're doing in the video? Mm-hmm. Niles, leave this place now.
And we beg you to make good use of God's kindness to you. In the scriptures, God says, when the time came, I listened to you. And when you needed help, I
Come on, Niles, come out and leave.
That time has come. This is the day for you to be saved.
We don't want anyone to find fault with our work, and so we try hard not to cause problems. But in everything and in every way...
That's what I did that night, and I just shut the door, had the windows shut, and I let it burn. Leave, Niles. In the name of Jesus Christ, I need you to leave.
kept ourselves pure and have been
Oh, he's
understanding,
pissed.
patient, and kind. The Holy Spirit has been with us.
Yeah, that thing was just going off and off and off and off and off.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that night? Oh my god.
Do. Oh man, that was intense.
It did eventually stop.
Yeah.
Test. Click on that and you start speaking.
Hi guys, this is Drea going live. We are actually currently in a haunted school right now, and this is Haunted Theories. We've got Chris. He's the
So why'd you send that one?
I did not mean to.
So he used to be in a group called Haunted Theories.
Mm-hmm.
And every single time I would turn on my camera. Yeah, every single time I would turn on my camera, the cat box would stop blinking. I had a good life. Catherine, are we talking to you now? Piano music. Catherine, are you trapped? I heard yes, my child. In hell. That's what I heard.
I heard something about mother in hell.
Yeah, something in hell. That's what I heard. Look at that little ball.
Who's fighting you in the back?
The worm. Robbie, I'm getting an orb.
Yep. We are getting an orb.
Come here.
Is it
Well, you got it.
black?
No, I am not moving.
It's right where that is.
It's right above the REM pod. Sorry.
I see it.
Oh my god, yeah.
Mine's just my camera.
Are you sure that's not the reflection of your camera? No, it's not. Let's see. Yes, it is. Oh wait. Yeah, it's the camera. It's the camera. Yeah, it's just the camera. What'd it say?
It did look like an orb at first.
Right.
But it was just the camera. But we had other instances though where the REM pod was going, well, like you guys heard already, the REM pod went off like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I have to explain myself there.
Leave, Niles! I'm gonna pause this. Leave, Niles! No, leave it going. Leave, Niles!
That was sent twice.
Yeah, you sent a couple of these twice, I think.
Mm.
Because I have a couple of them that look exactly the same.
Walker.
That sounded like Niles, are you a skinwalker or a demon? Yeah, that's what I thought too. Demon! I heard demon too.
There's a demon in here and there's a skinwalker. No, Native Americans believe that skinwalkers were demons. So,
as soon as you said that, I said I'm demon. Right in there. Whoops. Like it accidentally said that. Niles. Yes. How pissed are you? Do you not like me? No problem? You're not the one. It said no problem, you're not the one.
I'm probably the
Who do you have a problem with in here?
horrible breath.
Hey, that was piano music. Yeah, that came directly through his piano.
Catherine, you playing music for me? I'm having pain in my shoulder.
Yeah, I got pain in my back, actually, right now.
Whore.
It said whore.
Called you a whore. Oh,
That just said no, I didn't.
Niles,
But I just heard whore.
who in this room do you not like right now?
Nobody. But you're not in the room.
Do you want us to leave?
You. I said you. Niles, I also put out here for you a spirit talker on my phone. If you want to say a word that you can't say through here, you can put it onto the phone for me so I can see it. Fire. I don't know if that meant anything or not, but it said fire.
Light over here. Repeatedly.
That's a demon again.
So, you know when it said you and it said and you?
Yep. I heard it. It said you and you.
It wanted both of us to leave.
But I heard it through, like, I heard it after the fact, like, on the recording.
Right.
Yeah, it totally says you and you. It did not like us there. But guys,
Right.
that was the last video of the investigation. But when both of us were there, it was one of the most intense things we have ever investigated together. It was one of the most active spirits I've ever been around.
We also got a video of getting Catherine actually speaking to us, which I did send you, Robert.
There's like 6 different videos here that all look the same.
Begging you to listen to our message.
Leave, Niles.
I'm gonna fuck one.
All I have to do is leave.
How you obeyed him and how you trembled with fear when you welcomed him. It makes me really glad to know that I can depend on you.
Yes. I just said stupid bitch again over the... Niles, stop calling us names and leave. We've been nothing but respectful to you. We have tried to get you to go multiple times, but you are not listening. These are drastic measures. None of us like being in here in this room right now. But we need you to go before we can go. I have all night. You need to go.
Giving their money for God's people. And they did more than we had hoped. They gave themselves first to the Lord and then to us, just as God wanted them to do.
We'll keep burning it now.
Titus was the one who got you started doing this good thing, so we begged him to have you finish what you had begun. You do everything better than anyone else.
Vita suggested we should switch to the spirit box instead of scripture.
Now you must give more generously than anyone else. I am not ordering you to do this. I am simply testing how real your love is by comparing it with the concern that others have shown. You know that our Lord Jesus Christ was tried.
Niles, you need to go. You need to leave, Niles. It's pissed. Yeah. This box does not go off like this ever. It only goes off with spiritual energy next to it. He's pissed. He doesn't want to leave the sage. It's pissing him off. It's burning. It's hurting him. He's screaming pain. Ouch, hurts. And we've just been telling it to leave, and it won't leave.
I'll show you the thing where you scratched Bobby's back for me. And yeah.
Yeah. Again.
Oh yeah.
You got scratched last time.
Yeah. It does not like me.
And then one of the girls got right up in here.
Let me see your light. Or never mind, I got one.
Yeah. They said that the Catherine thing said she's staying here.
Oh.
Protect
Oh, we got the ball going now, too.
Uh-oh. Is that Catherine?
As soon as you said Catherine's name, the ball went off.
Catherine,
and I told
are you
Catherine
in
she
here?
can only play with the ball. Oh, that went to yellow, didn't it? Yep. Niles is pissed.
Yeah. She said Catherine's under the front porch.
Who?
She's trapped under the front porch.
And every single time I would turn on my camera.
Then use your voice. Use it.
Use your voice, Niles. We want to hear it.
Say your name.
Niles, speak through the thing now.
The monitor went off. The EMF did. What did it spike to?
The light green is like clicking.
Okay. Niles, I need you to leave.
I heard it say, Robbie, I'll fight you.
I need you to leave. I see that you're messing with my REM pod. So I know that that's you. I need Catherine to mess with... Catherine, you can mess with the cat balls. But Niles, I know you're here. You've made yourself known. Now I need you to either agree to leave or tell me why you won't. Let me help you.
I did hear it say my name. Well, thanks for letting us know, Chris. We should have gone out and looked. I guess the eclipse is happening or was happening now. I don't see the video. I've played all the videos you sent me. I don't have one of Catherine talking to me.
Well, it's in one of them. I know for a fact because we heard her and him at the same time.
Leave, Niles. I'm gonna find. Then use your voice. Every time it goes to blue, that means something is literally grabbing me.
I'm not going to turn it off. You're giving me more activity to use. Quit trying to make my camera go blur. Oh. Yeah, we don't have it. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, hold on.
I just went through the whole thing.
I am. Immediately. Do the men being in the room bother you? Leave. Alright, Niles.
I heard something about they're coming.
Yeah. Don't go. That sounded like Catherine. So, Niles is telling us to leave, and Catherine just said don't go. Catherine is still here.
Catherine, are you still here?
Yes.
Yes?
Immediately.
I thought she was gone.
I felt that too.
Yeah, you got my arms raised immediately.
Yeah,
It's my whole body.
Right here is all just chill.
Yeah.
Boo. Ha! You trying to scare us?
Bluetooth already opened.
Now in SB7 mode.
That one won't work with that. That's fine. Okay. If that one won't work with that, I got backup for that.
Oh, dude, that gave me chills.
Right?
That literally gave me chills. That was our best evidence.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, that was absolutely crazy. That's the first time we've shown that footage to anybody. Thank you, Chris, for letting us know that the eclipse is still going on. We'll go out and check it out as soon as we get off here. But anyways, Chris is begging us to get off to go look at the eclipse. So everybody, we love you. We hope you enjoyed the paranormal episode tonight. Have fun. Explore things. Always, always take note of the creepy paranormal things that happen and go bump in the night that you see and nobody else quite sees. Always take note. Why? Because it's most likely real. Anyways, love y'all. Good night. Peace. This was Robert and crew.
Welcome to another installment of the Robert and Crew Show with your hosts, Robert and Crew.